And when it's disciplined, when there's data to back up the decision can feel a lot steadier. And you can be sure that when you're going in, making that offer, that you're not just picking a number randomly. Our framework for helping our clients. G.R.E.A.T. GREAT. It's the GREAT Decision Framework. Ground, research, examine, align, and take action. And so in this video, we're going to talk about research, and starting with a real life example. This is that house down the street sold for $500,000. So this house has to be at least worth that, right?
Yeah.
Or the estimate says this house is worth $497,000. It has to be at least worth that. And how do we know that that's not, well, we know that that's not always true, right? Mm-hmm. And how do we know that? Because we research. That's right, research.
Oh, that's amazing. I like that.
We're at the research step, right? Mm-hmm. So the buyers found a house that they really like. We're trying to figure out what price they offer, or on the listing side, we're trying to figure out what price to list in the market. We do research, and we do extensive research on the comparable sales of a property of in a neighborhood, in a micro neighborhood, often. So how do you do that? What's the best approach, Camille, for doing? And we don't want to give away all of our secrets, but this step is crucial.
Trying to find an identical home.
Yeah. That's sold within the last 6 months, 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months in that area, in that city. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good luck. Go ahead. Yeah. Find that exact same home.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then we take that home and we're like, oh, this sold for this much, then this house should sell for this much. In an ideal, perfect situation.
Right.
But not every home is built the same. Mm-hmm. So there's some math, there's some things we have to take into consideration. So all these different factors we look into.
Right. And because there's very rarely, in our market at least, a truly exact replica, because homes in even one neighborhood can have a really wide variety of styles and sizes and lot sizes and conditions, and you can have houses that were built in 1900 and 2010 on the same block in some places. There's a lot of additions and subtractions and improvements and things that go into coming up with the actual number. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then also considering appraisals and offer strategies and different things like that. But the research
is very important.
Is a huge part of what we do for our clients.
Yeah.
So
buyer or seller.
Mm-hmm. And it's very, very disciplined. And when it's disciplined, when there's data to back up the decision can feel a lot steadier. And you can be sure that when you're going in, making that offer, that you're not just picking a number randomly, that you're that you know that it's gonna, well, you don't always know, but that it's gonna appraise for that price. But we can come pretty close, because we're not appraisers ourselves, but we can come pretty close.
But real estate appraisers, they're really good at getting an exact number. There's a lot of things. I mean, they do that like day in, day out. That's their thing. They're experts at figuring out how much is this house worth. And that's why banks hire them specifically to tell them, is this house worth the money that we're going to lend? because we don't want to risk it. So, yeah, mad props to real estate appraisers.
Yeah.
For what they do.
It's quite scientific. Yeah. We can come pretty close, and you can know going into making an offer that it's very well informed and there's data backing up the decision. Yeah. So that's research. And in the next video, we're going to talk about examine and how we evaluate risk before taking action. So we take all this research and we turn it into a well-structured offer.